There is no hard and tough rules. Just you have to understand and remember the structure. That will be easy for you. When the assertive sentence starts with you don't plus verb, then in imperative sentence it will don't plus verb. For example, you do not run in the sun. Don't run in the sun. So what happened? We have to remove the subject for the imperative sentence. Then start with don't run in the sun. Don't run in the sun. The next one, you should not plus verb. You should not go there. In imperative sentence, don't plus verb. Don't go there. You may have questioned why we don't write should here instead of don't. Well, I have already told you in imperative sentence that it starts with verb, and here should isn't main verb, it is modal verb. So we have to use don't here. Next one, you should always plus verb. You should always speak the truth. In imperative, always plus verb. Always speak the truth. We should remove you should. The next, you should never. You should never tell a lie. Then imperative sentence, just simply never plus verb. That means never tell a lie. You should is removed here. The next, we should plus verb. We should walk by the side of a river. In imperative sentence, let us plus verb. Let us walk by the side of a river. That means when we will find we should, it will replace by the let us in imperative sentence. Very simple. And the next one, I request you to plus verb. I request you to open the door. In imperative sentence, please plus verb plus object or complement. For example, please open the door. That means I request you to. This will be removed totally in imperative sentence, and then first we will write please and start with the verb open the door. Please open the door. And the final one, first or third person plus verb. What is first and third person? First person means I, and third person means he, she, Rohim, Karim, blah blah blah. So if the sentence starts with the first or third person, like for example, he plays football. He plays football. Then imperative sentence, let plus object form of the subject plus verb. So what do you mean by object form of the subject? Object form of subject means he is subject and him is object. Similarly, she, her, I, me, we, us, they, them, you. So what will we do in the imperative sentence? Let him play football. We have omitted the subject and then write the let and object form of the subject. That means his subject is him. So let him, then verb, play football. So here you some example for you so that you can understand the sentence very well. We should go out. Let us go out. We will replace by the let us. Selim did not tell a lie. Let not Selim tell a lie. Selim is a third person and it is a name, so we cannot write its object form. So we will write the direct name of this subject. That is Selim, Selim. If there is he, then we can write him, she, her. Okay, they, them. The next one, she wants to go there. Then her, let her go there. She, object form is her. Let her go out. We shall never tell a lie. Let us never tell a lie. We should not look down upon the poor. Let us. We, object form is us. Let us not look down upon the poor. You don't go out. Don't go out. You should not go out in the cold weather. Don't go out in the cold weather. You should not kill your time. Don't kill your time. You read the book. Please read the book, or you can say read the book, please. You should think before you leave, or you should look before you leave. Think before you leave. Think before you leave. Look before you leave. That means we have to remove you should from here. So that is all. Now revise the examples and the rules again, and if you have any problem with that or any trouble, then definitely let me know through the WhatsApp.